people respond to realness and authenticity. And as much as like there's so much saturation in the industry going on, people want something that's real. And I just kind of have to tell myself, if I can just stay that way, like if I can just keep being me and being as authentic as I can be, then I have a better chance of being successful that way than just doing what everyone else does.
Welcome back to the Creative Chicago podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Badagliacco. Very excited to have a new guest for this week. We have Clara Billington, aka Castle Greene.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, singer-songwriter. This is our first time meeting, which is very fun. Shout outs to my sister, Nina Badagliacco.
Yes.
Who got us connected here. She was like, I know the perfect person. She'd be great for something like this. And when I got to look into your stuff, I was inclined to agree.
Yeah.
You got a lot going. You've been doing it for a while, it seems. You go back with your musical journey, looks like. Just to get started here, like, how did you get into music, right? Like, how far back did it go?
Yeah, well, when I was like 5 or 6, I was listening to I was always on YouTube, and I was listening to like Mariah Carey and like Lady Gaga and Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, Disney trifecta, that kind of music. And I didn't like sing in public till I was like 10 when I did a musical. And then I started writing music when I was 12. And yeah, I've just been writing and singing ever since.
Nice. Okay, I was gonna ask because like I feel like the singing or the songwriting component is kind of another step up, because I feel like a lot of people just start with like covers and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna ask like maybe how that process was like, just in terms of like getting comfortable, like finding your voice, right?
Yeah.
Like it seems like you just kind of jumped into it pretty early.
Yes. Yeah. When I was 12, I mean, I didn't even think about writing songs until someone told me. It's like so stupid. Someone told me, they were like, oh yeah, Shawn Mendes, he just like writes stuff off of like fantasy. And I was like, you can do that? And then I just started writing my own songs. I would just make stuff up. And then, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, it took a lot of years for me to like figure out what my sound was, I guess, because even still I'm like figuring it out. Once you like record music, that's like it's one thing to like figure out like your writing style, but then it's another thing like figuring out your sound when it's like recorded and it's like put out, released music,
for sure,
stuff like that.
So you've had some time to kind of develop it over the years and stuff. Like a lot of people kind of get into it maybe earlier, but I think the difference is like, do they stick with it then, right? Mm-hmm. And you've kind of used music and kind of like shape your creative identity for yourself, which is great. Yeah,
no, I mean, I've been writing, I think like it was always just kind of like a hobby. And then when I was like 15, 16, I got real depressed. And so I like wrote about that all the time. And I was like, wait, something good can come out of this pain. And so I was like, yeah, I think I want to do this like for my career. It's like the one thing, even now, like the other day I wrote like 3 songs in a night, and I was like, this is like the one thing where I feel like accomplished when I like do something. I'm like, yes, I achieved that.
So it wasn't like a mental hurdle for you to be kind of like channel maybe your experiences into songs and stuff, or because you did it kind of younger, right?
Yeah, I think I just kind of got like used to it. Like I was never like afraid of like saying what I want to say, if that makes sense, because I felt like it's like my one time I can be like vulnerable.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's huge, because I feel like a lot of people, like maybe it takes a little bit to kind of get to a place where they can do that, but you kind of just jumped in guns blazing here, which is great.
Yeah.
When did you start with like the Castle Greene like identity, right? Was that like a little bit later on?
Yeah. Well, I knew that I wanted to do like a stage name. When I was like 14, I put a song out like under my real name, but it was like bad and I deleted it a year later. And so I was like, I think I want to like have like a name. And so I came up with it. I was like looking through my lyrics one day and I saw the word castle and I was like, that sticks out to me. And then like Greene, it was a long story how I got to Greene, but it's not that long, but it's just like dumb. It's not funny or not fun. But I kept it a secret for like 2 years. Like I came up with it when I was like 15, and I was like, I want to make sure that I like this because I've come up with really bad ones in the past and I don't want it to be like embarrassing. For sure. So I just like didn't tell anyone for like 2 years, and then I was 17 and I was like, I still really like this, so I think I'm gonna go buy it. And yeah, and then I just started performing out when I was like 17 around my hometown, and yeah.
Nice. It just stuck with it.
Yeah.
When you decided to go for Nashville, was it primarily for the music, or was it like a lot of reasons?
Yeah, I mean, I like got obsessed with country music in high school. So I was like, I kind of wanted to do that for a little bit. But then when I got there and saw how oversaturated it is, I was like, I don't really think this is me. And I kind of just like found my way back to pop music. And like, I still love country stuff. Like, I love Carter Faith and Lacey K. Booth. They're two like popular artists in Nashville. And but I just kind of gravitated more back to pop, especially when I started recording my music. I wanted to do stuff that was more like pop rock and like cinematic, Lana Del Rey-esque. You brought up an important thing of like distinguishing like the live performances with the production aspect, because like I feel like musicians can go down different paths, right? Yeah. But it seems like you're kind of doing both at the same time. Yeah.
So I don't know if you kind of started one like later on, or like what your goals were when you did move to Nashville at the time. It seems like it's all been like an evolving process. Like, yeah.
When I moved to Nashville, I mean, like I went there to study at Belmont for a little bit, and that was like what mainly drew me out there. But I also wanted to like, meet producers, co-writers, start releasing music, performing out. I lived there for 2 years, and I did record music. I did find some producers, some co-writers, but I wasn't like a Nashville, like I didn't join the hustle of it. Yeah, I felt like for me, I don't just want to write a song every day, like just to write a song every day and try and write a hit. Like for me, when I write, it's for like my expression. And like, I know some people say like, you got to train your brain to like just write every day. And that's like the Nashville grind and hustle. But what I like about like me doing like more singer-songwriter pop stuff is that like I can give myself time. Like if I don't feel like I'm stuck on something, then I'm just like, okay, I think it's time for me to go live. That way I can write about something, because I think that's really important. And that's kind of what I did for the past like 2 months. Like I hadn't written anything for like 2 months, and then I moved here, and then boom, just started having a bunch of inspiration.
Yeah. No, 100%. Because it's like, you cannot force that to happen by any means, right? You got to have the life experience to back it up, whatever you want to express.
Yeah.
I love that, because so many people can get caught up in that, just in that grind where it's like, well, this is what's expected of me. This is my new identity, and this is the output I need to constantly have. But it's like, you're going to lose the quality somewhere along the way, right? So I was really interested in your story from what Nina had brought up, was because you did decide to obviously move back here to Chicago. So what are some of the things that you learned in Nashville that you're going to keep with you here? And then also like, what was the draw of Chicago?
Well, I mean, like I have like my cousin who lives here and some friends that live here. And I just kind of felt like I wanted to live in like a bigger city, because Nashville is actually like really small. And I just kind of felt like I'm in my 20s. Like I got to just do this now. And I felt like if I'm going to move somewhere, it's nice if I have like, if I know people, just starting out. And that's kind of what drew me here. And I'm just excited to explore the city more. I'm working on my EP, my first EP. Nice. It's going to be called Limerence, which is kind of like all the songs are about like bad decisions with men and it wrecking your mental health. But yeah, I am trying to like find like producers to work with. I think I found this one studio that I'm gonna work at on the project to finish it, just because I did start it with some producers in Nashville, but it's not done yet. And I think like my goals are just finishing that, making more content for it that's like creative and aligned with like the vision that I have for this, because I want to create like a world. Like I don't just want to like,
okay, I got you.
I feel like this is like me just shading people, but I don't want to just be like lip syncing in my car like blindly. I want it to be like intentional. Some
lore to the songs, right? Maybe connect them, you know, like a 21 Pilots kind of thing.
Yeah.
We don't need to go that scale, but it is cool that like to feel like you're building something, like amongst all of it, right? As you continue to release the stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the execution, I don't know how it's going to come out, but that's kind of what I'm trying to go towards.
Okay, nice. Like ideal scenario then, if this continues to like work out, like what would it look like as that expands and stuff?
Honestly, I'm not really thinking super far ahead right now. I think like I'm kind of just trying to take it like one day at a time, and just because that's the place I'm at in my life right now. Like I think moving has been such a challenge, and on top of that, like trying to find a job. So it's like I'm just trying to like settle in and write and do what I can at the moment. But like I don't know, like I would love to have like more of a platform because I feel like the main thing that I want to do is just like make an impact on people, and specifically with this project I want it to like I really want like women to like relate to it and find comfort in it and know they're not alone. So.
Yeah, some people can actually connect to.
Yeah.
I really agree with what you said, because it's like I've actually had a couple prior guests say the same thing where they're like, I'm not looking that far ahead. I'm really just taking things project to project. And I'm like, I really resonate with that, because you can't, it's almost like you can't get too caught up in the future, because then it's like, it's going to take you out of everything that you're putting into like now. Like each project has to like have your full focus and attention if you're going to make it the best it can be. There's really nothing wrong with that. That's my own approach, right? With that I'm trying to take and stuff.
Like, I mean, I have like ideas of like the new songs that I want to record after this project. But yeah, like I'm just kind of like focusing, just like trying to prioritize.
Yeah.
What I got going on right now.
I'm kind of curious, like, is there something that kind of helps you like get in that mindset, right? Because like I feel like people have different kind of, I don't know, like routines or like rituals for themselves where like they are able to kind of tap into a different side to themselves, you know, and that's so important for what you're trying to do here.
I don't know. Honestly, like when I write, I just kind of, sometimes I have something in mind, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just start with like a chord progression or a melody, and then I just kind of go from there, and I see what words phonetically would sound nice with that melody, and then it magically like connects to like a story that I want to tell. And so I don't know, it's kind of like a weird route that I go, but in order to get there. But yeah.
But it all just shapes up by the end.
Yeah, right? Pretty much. Well, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the song sucks, but
well, you never know. You
never know. Exactly. Yeah.
You got to give it a chance.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so interesting how everyone has their own kind of approach to it, and like how their own way of like trying to connect to something like bigger, you know, that they want like to kind of channel from their own lives and stuff. And it kind of goes back to what we said before. It's like you can't like overly like control it, you know, or like force it.
You can't
stuff.
Force it to come. Sometimes you just got to give yourself some space and grace.
Yeah. But I mean, it is cool with what you're doing with just going on this path of like original song creation and stuff. Cause it's like, at least with like me and, you know, my siblings and stuff, most of our music experience is like, it's mostly covers and performances and stuff, you know. So
are you a performer?
I played drums a lot.
Oh, cool.
It's been a little bit, but I'm getting back to it.
That's cool.
But that's where I'm like, I've never made original stuff, you know. And so that is something that's really like just amazing to me, you know.
I really respect good drummers because they can keep rhythm in their hands, because I can't even keep like
all four limbs, right?
I can't even keep two different beats with my hands. It's like bad.
Yeah. Well, then I'm amazed when there's like the drummers who they're somehow doing their thing, and then there's a microphone there and they're singing.
Yeah.
And it's like all four limbs and your voice too. It's crazy to me. I don't know how they do that. Regardless, though, seems like you're on the right track to get some success. Yeah. New YouTube stuff coming out soon.
Once I have like the EP like finished, I'll start like promoting it. Like I've already started like making like different contents. I've already like shot like the EP cover. And
it's all in the works there.
It's all in the works. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm still just really intrigued by like this. Just the fact that you like started with this just like so early, and you're still just kind of like riding it out, because I feel like I see so many people who get like caught up in like just knowing like what they want to do creatively. It becomes this whole just like struggle of like deciding what that's going to be, and then getting to a place where they're comfortable enough like sharing it, you know. And it's just like you've already and stuff like exactly that. And you've already just like checked off these like two just major boxes, and it's just like you're on a track for success, what I'm saying, right? So it's like what did it take to get to that point? A
lot of self-reflection and a lot of life experience. I think like, you know, I haven't had the most like smooth journey. Like I've had a lot of hiccups in the road during like the recording process, or like the creative process when it like comes to like branding and like marketing and stuff like that. Like it hasn't been like the easiest thing for me to navigate. But it teaches me something. Like, and if I didn't try it, like there are things that I've had to learn some pretty lessons the hard way that have cost me some money sometimes. Sure. But, you know, if I didn't go after it, I wouldn't have learned anything from it. And I think like sometimes you got to just like see what the good takeaway is from whatever you've gone through. And but like to answer your question, I don't know, like I mean, yeah, I just spent my childhood years dreaming about being a singer. Like I would go on like Canva and like make like album covers and
I love it.
I would like write set lists that I would perform of all my songs. And like I would like buy out, I mean I still do this, I still buy like outfits and stuff that I would like wear to like performances or like red carpets, because it's just like fun for me. It keeps like the dream alive. And I think just I'm trying to get back to that whimsy that I had when I was younger, because I think like when you live somewhere like Nashville where music is like everywhere, it can be hard to hold on to that like childlike innocence that you had about like your dreams and stuff, because you see like the business of it.
And it's all comparison. You're losing your own kind of like way to navigate that, right? And
comparison is probably like one of the biggest things I struggle with, like even still. But I think like just knowing, honestly, what's gotten me through it all has just genuinely been my songs. Like I just, whenever I listen to my songs that I have recorded, or I listen to like a song I just wrote or something like that, all my voice memos, like it just keeps me going forward. Like I feel like it's very rare that I like always believe in myself, which is kind of sounds really sad, but like when I write stuff, that's like when I really feel like that, because I feel like you can't, no one's gonna do it besides you. You know, you have to believe in yourself. And that's like a struggle for me. But when I just create the actual art, like when I'm doing like the most natural thing there is to it, it like inspires me. It just keeps me going.
Yeah, no, 1,000,000%. Yeah. There was a few things that I'm like, this is the key to it, where it was like, one was that you decide to just try things and not be hung up on like potential outcomes, right? Like you got to try. That's the best way to learn. That was like upfront. Another thing was connecting back with that kind of like the whimsy was the word you said, right? I love that too, because it's like you have to like connect with what makes it fun in the first place. That is what the people connect to, and that's what makes it like worth doing yourself.
And like literally what I do, I've been doing this since I was like 12 years old. I mean, I will dress up in an outfit and just like sing in my room and like I like have microphones and like pretend I'm like performing on tour or something, and I like dance around my room. I was doing that this week. I was like on a Disney nostalgia bender, and I was just like listening to like Starstruck and Camp Rock and just singing, and it's just so fun, like just getting back to
just
that.
Rock out,
and like those movies kind of like shape me too, like in my dreams. And so I don't know,
I feel like, because like that's like literally, that's the best way to get there, right? It's like just think about it and be like, embody it, right?
Yes.
There's things that will, I feel like, be a struggle for like any creative too, right? Like there's always gonna be the comparison, there's always gonna be the self-doubt and all that and stuff. But you know, you're definitely not alone in that struggle, right? Everyone's trying to figure that out. But the last thing too that you said was just like that I really liked was kind of like indicating it's like you're the driver of your own kind of life, right? Where you're like, no one else gonna do it. I'm gonna be the one who lives up to like my own expectations for myself. Like if I want that dream to, you know, be here in reality, like let's go out and make it happen. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, especially like with this like day and age, like you don't need like labels and stuff to like help you. You can just, it starts with your phone. And it's
true. You can do a lot.
It's not just even like it starts with your phone, like we're pressing record. For me, it's like it starts with your phone, like my notes app or my voice memos app, like when I'm writing the songs, or my journal. But like, you know, it all starts with like you just taking the chance on yourself and just continuing to do that every day until and that takes a lot. And what you said earlier too is like it takes a lot of self-reflection, I think, right? Which is kind of easy to push off, I think, you know, because like so many people are
just on that day-to-day kind of hustle, right? That grind. And it's just kind of like, well, if you're caught up in the numbers, you're not going to be maybe as like inwardly focused as you need to be in order to kind of get to that place that, like, if you are artistically inclined, right, to get there. I know you're still kind of like early on your own journey, as you like navigate the new city and stuff, this new stage of your career. But based on your own experiences and your own journey so far, what would you say to like other up and coming creatives who are looking to find their own voice?
It's just like most important to like love what you're doing and just taking a chance on yourself, I think, is the biggest thing that you can do. But also like knowing your limits. Like I think, I've been hearing this like rhetoric lately that people are saying like you have to like not be afraid to like embarrass yourself in order to promote your music. But like for me, it's okay to have like taste.
Yeah, right.
It's okay to be like, you know what, that's cool for them, but that's something that I'm not gonna do personally.
Sure.
And I might not like reflect in numbers. I might not get the most amount of streams that I could have done if I didn't do this specific formula that everyone does. But like, I just feel like I've lived with this belief, whether it's right or wrong, that people respond to realness and authenticity. And as much as like, there's so much saturation in the industry going on, people want something that's real. And I just kind of have to tell myself, if I can just stay that way, like if I can just keep being me and being as authentic as I can be, then I think that I have a better chance of being successful that way than just doing what everyone else does. So, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You don't want like a gimmick or a trend or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because why would they follow a trend of you doing what you see out there as opposed when like they can see Castle Greene herself, right? Like directly.
Yeah.
So I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think it's probably just a matter then of like you said, like continuing to stay centered on that, right? Like just over time, patience. Which is the challenge. Patience, boundaries, right?
Biggest thing. Like I think I think that is one thing that I've struggled with a lot is like I've just felt this urgency and it's immediate, this sense of immediacy of wanting like my career to like take off ever since I was a kid, because I grew up watching these like teen pop stars.
Yeah.
And so I literally was like, for like half of my life, I was just thinking, oh, like I have to have like an album out by like 20, like duh. And I'm like,
for sure.
Didn't turn out that way.
Yes.
But I don't regret that because the songs that I've written just in the past couple months are more aligned with the songs that I wrote when I was like a teenager or anything like that. Nice. So it always happens at the right time. So
yeah. I was gonna say I really connect with that too, where it's just like I feel like they're just waiting for like their breakthrough. It's like, when is this gonna come? When is it gonna come? Or like I should be further along. But it's like, no, everyone's on their own path. It goes to the comparison thing, right? And you gotta just trust that for yourself, right? Just keep taking the one day at a time, right? And just do your thing, right? I feel like eventually you're gonna find the audience and the community of people who are gonna resonate with who you are exactly, right?
Yeah.
So love that. I think that's a great way to kind of like wrap this up here. Thanks for being on the Creative Chicago podcast.
Thank you for having me. This was so cool.
Yeah, it was great. It's great having like early guests here. We're gonna see how it shapes up and stuff. But appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.